Welcome to the Beach Report, where we are at the beach. We are in front of the Atlantic Ocean in one of my favorite little beach towns here in Florida called Lauderdale by the Sea. It's an interesting town because part of it is very kind of rural and no big buildings, and then other parts like the area I'm in, there are some big buildings. Here we're gonna jump down, go through this little picnic area. So we're just waiting for the sunset, which you can kind of see the pink through that crack. Hi Laura, hi Spirit. Take a little walk to the ocean. Would you like to go to the ocean with moi? Wow, look at the moon tonight. We bum bum away. I don't know, that song just came to my mind. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. Hi Terry. Hey Tate. Yeah, isn't this great? This little picnic area. I'm in front of a private building where I am cat sitting. It's one of those things I do to make money and to keep animals in my life is I sit for people's pets. Only friends, don't do like a real business or anything, but they do pay me, but I don't babysit pets I don't know. Hey Darla, hi Clifford. Yeah, the lion sleeps tonight. Look at that beautiful Atlantic Ocean. What kind of waves are those? My goodness, are we on the Atlantic seaboard? No waves at all. Hi Alex. I don't know what you're talking about. If you're talking about sports, I don't know anything about sports. Sorry. Sorry it's super windy here, but it's super beautiful too. Okay, so here's some interesting things that you can tell when you are down here in Fort Lauderdale. Just in front of Port Everglades, which is down there, you can't see it. That's Lauderdale by the Sea's famous pier. Move back a little bit, maybe you can hear me better. And you can see what's interesting is all of those tanker ships that are lined up down there. It's a good sign. It means commerce. I've heard stories about Chinese ships stuck in port, nowhere to go. I don't know. It's not true here. Yeah, somebody speaks gibberish. I gotta wonder, is it code? What are they talking about? Anyway, there's a tanker ship all the way over here too. Hanging out. It doesn't seem to be moving at all. Just interesting. And then when you look down here, you can see the beautiful Hillsborough Lighthouse. See the lighthouse? If we keep looking, the light is gonna come on. Who doesn't? There, did you see the light? Who doesn't love a beautiful lighthouse? We'll watch for the next light from the lighthouse. Hello, India. Wait for it, wait for it. Yeah, it is cool, isn't it? Beautiful Hillsborough. There we go. Isn't that fun? Hillsborough Inlet Lighthouse. You saw it here live on the Beach Report. So we've got a really beautiful sunset cooking up over here. But that's the problem when you've got those big buildings. They kind of block the sunset action. We are live here in South Florida, Lauderdale by the Sea. Congratulations, MTG, indeed. Thank you, RU18. Appreciate that update. Hi, Audrey. Isn't this beautiful? Okay, and I'm going to show you something else that's really beautiful. And it always makes me smile. Do you see these little posts right over here? This right here is a clear sign that sea turtle mating season, or egg laying season actually, mating season's over. They're laying their eggs, so it's begun. And here's two nests right here. We are forbidden to touch them or go near them, but there they are, they're protected. Sea turtles lay their eggs in the same place where they were born every year for hundreds of years. The piping plovers. I love that, piping plovers. What a name. Anyway, yep, turtle eggs have been deposited. It's super exciting. I love this time of year, living on the shore and getting to see all the bait fish start coming through. Oh, look, here's something cool I just found. Check this out. Look at that piece of coral. Isn't that beautiful? For those of you who don't know, we are directly next to the third largest coral reef in the entire world. Right here on the edge of Fort Lauderdale, goes all the way south into the Florida Keys. The diving is off the hook. Not that I'd ever done it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm just saying diving's really good in this area. You see a lot of divers going out. Check out the coral reef. It's right off the coast right there. So hello everybody. I'm going to take advantage of the beautiful sunlight distribution. RU18 vote, says Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene's Gulf of America Act. Woohoo! Passes House of Representatives May 8th, 2025, Washington, D.C. Today, Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene's Gulf of America Act has passed. That is really a reason to seriously celebrate. And you know I love the Gulf of America. Although right now we are in front of the beautiful Atlantic Ocean, which is looking pretty calm with wimpy waves. But it's still gorgeous. All right, Darla, see you later. Anyway, I just wanted to come enjoy the sunset with y'all and give you an update on my soon-to-be travels. I will be driving to Texas next week. Probably actually on Sunday, I think. I don't know, we'll see. Sunday is Mother's Day, and today is May 8th, and this is a special day for me and my family because it is my dearly departed mother's birthday. She was born in 1940, so I think, does that mean she would have been 85 years old? Tell me if I'm wrong. I'm not very good at math, but I'm thinking the Hob would be 85 years old. We used to call her Hobson, or in short, the Hob. Anyway, It is just amazing to imagine that I haven't seen my mother since 2013, and it's really difficult. And so as Mother's Day approaches, think about your mom. There's kind of no more important person in your life, right? Even though my mother didn't give birth to me, she loved me with all the motherly love that I could get. I was very blessed and lucky. Oh, here's a good one, Spirit, exactly. If you happen to get a call from a process server telling you that the sheriff's office will be serving you papers for a lawsuit from a California attorney, it's a scam. You know what? I'm starting to think pretty much everything's a scam. I really can't take anything seriously anymore. Get a phone call from a number I don't know, probably a scam. Get a letter from someone I don't know, probably a scam. I mean, every time I turn around, we're being scammed, and I think that's another thing that this administration needs to tackle. Americans need to stop being scammed, and American elderly especially are the victims of so many scammers, like literally on a daily basis. Americans have been very kind, good-hearted people all these decades, on and on and on, and we keep getting kicked in the teeth just like Lucy in the football. And I think we've about had enough. So it is my wish that all of the elderly mothers in America have a wonderful, wonderful Mother's Day weekend. I like to celebrate all the holidays for, as long as possible. And when your mom's birthday is on May 8th, it seems like Mother's Day, especially like this year, because today's May 8th, it goes on and on and on. So, and I just love to celebrate things, especially birthdays, which I'm also realizing is kind of my forte. I guess I wanted to be the adoption lady, but really I think I'm the birthday girl. So, these people who just can't get over the Gulf of Mexico thing, don't even pay attention to them, you guys. It's like some people, thank you, Terry, some people just can't deal with change. And I think especially when we're dealing with people who are kind of living in the past and hate President Trump so much and can't get over it, that anything he does is going to be a reason for them to resist. So don't worry about the resistors. These are butthurt people who just can't get over their butthurtness. Just saying. And I don't really think we need to make too big of a deal of these people. I don't think we even need to ban them, Spirit. I don't care. I think I've learned that I now have one phrase that I use when a butthurt liberal comes at me with all sorts of boo-hoo, wah-wah stuff. I just look at them and I say, cry harder. What else can you do? But, if you saw President Trump today talking about all the deals he's making on our behalf and talking about the cars that are going to be made in America and talking about, dealing with the UK and everything. It's super exciting, and I just couldn't be happier. So if a butthurt liberal comes at you with TDS symptoms galore and they're flipping out, just take the high road, and say, hey, cry harder. Cry me a river, cry me a river, 'cause I just don't care. Oh boy, these past 4 years, it's like kind of made us conservatives a little bit rough and tumble, we're kind of like had enough of your BS and we're not going to put up with it anymore. So cry harder. I don't think we need to get mad. I don't even think we need to get even. You know what they say, living well is the best revenge. And President Trump says it all the time. When they're like, well, what do you say to liberals who still hate your guts? He'll say things like, you're going to be very happy in the future. That's all you can say. Or you can be like me and say, cry harder. Yeah, people do need to listen rather than react, especially you butthurt libs. I don't know. I feel sorry for you, actually. But not so sorry that I'm not going to say it. Cry harder. The world is getting back to normal as far as I'm concerned. And I think it's a wonderful world that we're living in. And every day, President Trump does something else to prove to me that I voted for that. So if you didn't vote for that, then all I can say is cry harder. Yeah, gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, we don't have to allow bullshit to continue, Spirit. I totally agree with you. You know, it's like these people need to stop being so rude, because we are not rude people, no matter what they say. And we are also not the cult of death. So there's that. All right, you guys. Well, I am going to say ciao for now. Like I said, I am pet sitting, and I got to go take care of little kitty cat. And then I got to go to another house and take care of a couple of big dogs and another kitty cat and some fish. It's like I'm watching the zoo this weekend. So stay tuned for Adventures in Babysitting. I'm hoping there are really no adventures. Just, you know, just happiness with doggies and kitty cats and fish. All right, you guys. I will see you on the next beach report, which actually tonight on my members only, I'm going to read an excerpt from my book, and if I'm in a really good mood this weekend, I'll read another excerpt for everybody else. But anyway, I want to take care of my members, so we will see you guys tonight if that's okay with you. I'd like to do a members only show, do a little reading, do a little singing, have a good time. All right, you guys, I'm gonna say ciao for now, and see you later. And if you want to join the member show, you know, all you have to do, it's not even $5 a month. Join the membership. We'll have fun. Okay. I will see you on the next beach report. Ciao for now.